squid face. Alright, so what's up, Yu-Gi-Oh folks? This is Chesh and I'm coming to you with a middle-aged mech deck. An ancient gears deck, basically. I hate the name of this ability. So what is middle-aged mechs? Well, the first thing is the ability... Going the long way, apparently, to the deck. The ability starts off with an ancient gear castle in play. So this is a continuous spell, and whenever your opponent, whenever either player summons a monster, you get to put a counter on this card. Right, it's really hot and melting. So this also produces an extra 300 attack. Let's take that out. That's moderately better. Okay, so all ancient gear monsters gain plus 300 attack. Each time a monster is normal summoned or set, place one counter on this card. If you tribute summon an ancient gear monster face up, then you can tribute this card instead. And if the number of counters is equal to the greatest the amount of required tributes. So this means that basically you can almost cheat stuff into play. We play two copies, but we'll get back to that in a second. So the first one is Ancient Gear Golem. This will cost you 2 tributes. So can't be normal, can't be special summoned. If this card attacks a defense position monster, you inflict piercing battle damage. Now that means that basically it has trample, so if their opponent attacks an opponent and the opponent's monster has 1500 defense, this does the extra 1500 damage that it would normally do. Piercing damage to your opponent, so it'll trample over for that extra damage. The most important thing about this deck and everything in this deck, or almost every creature in this deck, is locking down the combat phase. So when you attack with these monsters, you get to lock out your opponent from using all spell and trap cards on their side of the field until the end of the actual combat phase, the battle phase. We run 2 of those because they're real good, they are strong. Next one is Sphere Curbio. Now the reason we run these Sphere Curbio, or just one really, not these, but this one, is just to help us lock down our opponent's creatures, their summons. And it's more just to keep them locked down so that we can kind of set up a little bit faster, or if we don't get what we need. Next one is the Ancient Gear Engineer. So as you can tell here, this requires 1 tribute or 1 counter. And just remember that when you actually use the gear castle, you're tributing the gear castle. So you're going to be careful about when you use it. But we've got other monsters in here that can kind of like be that extra tribute if we need as well. So the Engineer. Negate any trap effects that target this card. And if you do, destroy that trap card. That's actually really important. So many times though, I've accidentally activated stuff on the Gear Engineer accidentally, so that's my own fault really. So if it attacks, your opponent cannot activate any spell trap cards until the end of the damage step, like most of the monsters in the Ancient Gears deck. And at the end of the battle step, if this card attacks, target 1 spell or trap card your opponent controls and destroy it. That includes field cards, so this is very good. Next up is the Ancient Gear Knight. Now this is just mainly in here because it's 1800 attack more than anything else. Very rarely will you find yourself double summoning it, but if you need to, it acts like all the other Ancient Gear monsters where it locks down spell and trap cards until the end of the damage step. So it's just a nice attacker for 1800, and it has a little bit of use as well. This is kind of one of the stars in the deck, the Ancient Gear Beast. This requires 1 tribute, of course, cannot be special summoned. If this card attacks, your opponent cannot activate any spell trap cards until the end of the damage step, just like all the other ones, but negate the effects of an opponent's monster destroyed by battle with this card. So that includes in the graveyard. It stops a whole heap of like flip effects, it can stop your opponent drawing extra cards, it can stop man-eater bugs, it can do a whole lot of good. So the good thing is it's also a 2000 attacker, so if you have an Ancient Gear Castle out, it becomes 2300. So it's really not bad at all. Ancient Gear Soldier. Now this is a bit of a weak one at 1300. We only run these mostly just so that we can lock stuff down. We can usually use it with our Super Rush Headlong, which we'll get into in a second. We run 2 of these, and they're mainly in there for tributes, because they're only 1300 attacks, so they're pretty measly. Super Rush Headlong, we should be running 2 of these, but we're only running 1 because we don't actually have the extra one yet. But it is a quick play spell. Target 1 face-up monster your opponent control. Face-up monster you control. And declare 1 attribute. If that target battles an opponent's monster with that attribute this turn, destroy that monster, the opponent's monster's start of the damage step. So it can kill something before it becomes a problem. It can kill something before it activates. There's heaps of stuff that it can really do. Econs, enemy control, man. If you're not playing 3 of these in your deck and you've got 3, you're probably not playing the right deck, to be honest. If you've got 3, you're going to play it. Next up is Mirror Wall. We've got it's a trap, which is continuous. So each of your opponent's monsters that conducted an attack this turn, while this is face up on the field, not this turn, has its attack halved as long as this card remains in the field. During each standby phase, pay 2,000. This is a bit iffy. I think that instead of playing Mirror Walls, you want to play Wall of Disruption. It's just so much better. So Wall of Disruption will keep affecting regardless if it's in play or not. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, all attack position monsters your opponent's controls lose 800 attack for each monster they control. That can be devastating. So you can imagine having 2 of those would be real good. Spell Shield type B is only in here for me. It doesn't even need, you shouldn't need to play this, but I was playing it to counter, I think the Cyber Angels deck. And even then, like, I just didn't think about it very well. Activate one of these effects. When a spell card is activated that targets exactly 1 monster on the field, negate the activation if you do destroy it. Second part is, when a spell card is activated, send 1 spell card from your hand to the graveyard, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. Again, we're not really playing any spells. I feel like this could be replaced by something so much better, but it's still in here for the moment anyway. Windstorm of Erakwa. I have such a problem saying this card's name, but change the battle positions of all face-up monsters your opponents control. So pretty much just a good way to tap down your opponent's stuff and then smash them with a Gear Golem or something like that. That is the deck so far. Let's go and play some PvP and see how we do. So if you're anything like me, you probably play this reasonably often. I usually play it home from work, sometimes when I'm sitting around on the couch doing nothing, but I've found that I keep wanting to look for a new deck for something that really excites me, and Ancient Gears was something that wasn't even on my radar before the KC Cup, and the first time I came up against one I was like, yeah, okay, I get it now. So we'll play the Econ here. I have no idea what my opponent's playing. I assume it's a hero deck, but who knows. I haven't paid a lot of attention to trading decks, to be honest. Okay, so... No, I'm going to attack that. That's fine. Add Special Beasts. Gladiator Beasts. Okay. When this card is special summoned by the effect of a Gladiator Beast... I didn't even get to read it. I hate that. Stop it. Just stop it. No, that's fine. Let's have it down. Ah, there we go. So when this card is special summoned by an effect of a Gladiator Beast monster, target 1 face-up monster and destroy that target. At the end of the battle phase, if this card attacked or was attacked, you can shuffle it into your deck and special summon 1 Gladiator Beast monster from your deck. Ooh. If it decides not to do that, that's fine by me. Alright, cool. Yeah, we're gonna do it. I mean, I'd love to wait for the Gladiator to come out, but I feel like at this point we just want to kind of like run as much pressure as possible. I don't know, I'm always a bit iffy on Gladiator Beasts because of stuff like that. Put 1 monster on the field, it cannot be destroyed by battle or by card effects during the battle phase. Yeah, that's fine. We're going to end up having to skip out turn here, which is going to put us at a bit of risk. That's why I don't like playing against Gladiator Beasts. Again, another creature Probably should have held off then. Nah, that's fine. There we go. What are you? Just a bear? It's just a bear. Just an ultra rare bear. Alright, you're gonna be interesting. Shove the cards in, sure. Let's tap that down. Tap it down good. Sweet. Alright, so this is what I was saying before. This only 1300 attack, which is really not enough. We shouldn't really be playing it out against the Gladiator Beast deck, but I don't mind. At least this way we're going to do some damage. We still have this, so Wall of Destruction's probably fairly important, to be honest. Establish special summon by picking the little beast monster, returning to special summon one Gladiator Beast. What is that? Halberd. When it attacks, destroy one spell or trap card at the end of the damage step. When it's returned from your side of the field, blah blah blah, don't care. Activate. Thanks, buddy. Thanks. That's why Wall of Disruption is just that good. Snap. The good thing there is, like, rarely you're going to make a mistake there. It's so much easier not to make mistakes. Frames dropped. We're looking good. We're looking good. So yeah, if you're looking for a relatively easy deck, this deck is not too bad. It's really not that expensive either, to be honest. Especially if you just played the KC Cup and you got yourself your Econs. Pretty much this is one of the least expensive decks you're going to be able to put together. So long as you did the event for Prowler, and you've actually unlocked Prowler, then you should be fine. You'll want to level up Prowler so that you get the other extra bits and pieces from leveling. I think the final card you need was like 33 or something, approximately, but I mean, just, you do you. See where our opponent goes with this one. Show us what you got, buddy. 1850, yeah, it's first turn. Okay, let's set you, and let's play you and see if we can't try and bust through this 1850. I mean, it might just work out our opponent also has an Econ or something, which is quite possible. Metal Morph, sure. Well, that sucked. We knew it was going to happen one way or the other though. So we're not too surprised. I think the worst thing now is that we're left open to our opponent maybe having an Econ to put down, which could be a problem. Our opponent's going to play a creature, which is not a problem. That is quite good for us. You know, I could stop this attack, but I think I'm going to let it go. This one, however, I think we probably should have stopped this 2150, but I just don't. I don't care. We'll see how low we can win it. This could easily backfire. Easily. Golem, yes. Sacrifice you, yes. By a castle. What was that again? Alright. Having to remind myself. Here we go. Nice. See what our opponent does from here. So they started this in play. So I guess the lucky thing is that we can beat down on our opponents slowly, grind them out. We shouldn't have to worry too much. Oh, now I'm worried. When this card is tribute summoned, you banish one spell card from your graveyard and add one card for the same name. This is banished from... Oh, okay. No, don't care about that. Set you. Okay. Alright, well, we're looking good so far. See how it goes. Lucky for us, we got the mirror wall. So that should stop our opponent being able to trample over this. Trying to trounce us. Okay, you can summon your 1900, that's fine. What else have you got for it though? That I need to worry about? Nothing. Okay, great. Take down the wall. I think the worst thing here is the fact that we're not going to be able to pay for the wall. So we really have to win this turn, which we... Well, I mean, we should be able to anyway, but that just adds extra. Alright, so we're 2 for 2. We win! Again, I haven't had much time to PvP this season. I've mostly been doing Casey Cup when I'm not busy doing other stuff. So, it's been really interesting. I feel like I should devote more time to this game, because it's... Look, a lot of people complain about YuGiOh, and they're like, oh, you're a magic player, like, YuGiOh is such a kid's game. It's like, oh... Yeah, you know, it's a pretty broken game, but it's also not a terrible game, and I think that's what a lot of people need to pay attention to, is the fact that you can learn a lot from playing other card games. I've been playing other card games for years. Years and years and years and years and years and years and years. All the way back to things like the Dragon Ball Z card game from school, the Upper Deck WWE/WWF game. Yes, that was a thing, and yes, it did change from being WWF to WWE whilst we were playing, so that was pretty cool. So there's lots of games out there you should really try, that you should absolutely try. I feel like playing this and trying to work out what that is. I think we'll just go with this though, so that we don't have to sacrifice our castle just yet. So. Do you think we're going to lose it? I think we're going to lose it, right? Mask of Weakness, what is that? Type attacking most loses 700 attack. I've never seen this card before. That is the first time I've ever seen anyone play it. Mostly because I assume because it's like single target, like I would rather play the wall. Seen that before. Spell wall. All monsters you control gain plus 300 attack during your turn only. All monsters you control gain 300 defense during your opponent's turn only. That's fine. That's not so fine. But it's fine. Throw down the wall. Please, sir, please attack me with the other one. Pretty please. You can do it. No? Okay. Well, that's good for me. Yes, we will pay for it. We'll risk it. For the biscuit. Golem out. Go! Okay, so we can kill the chaser or we can kill this. I think I actually want to kill this because I'm not going to be able to pay for this next turn. Plus extra damage to our opponent, because we can always use this to tap down whatever might kill us next turn if he has something that ends up trying to kill our ancient golem. Again, middle-age mechs, just so good. Just real good. Destiny draw. Oh, I forgot about Destiny draw. You're gonna kill our mech. Or maybe he won't got an econ. To sacrifice this, to take this, to be like, I'll kill you with your own creature. That's a possibility. Probably should have just left this, not worried about killing it. So that makes me a bit worried. We might actually lose this one. If our opponent ends up doing something. Contact lenses. Getting used to the new contact lens is a pain. New turn now. Come on. Show me what you got. Show me what you got. Alright. Oh, we don't know what it is. Mystery prize. Probably a rare metamorph. Or metamorph? Whatever it's called. Opponent looks to be ending their turn. Which means it could be a mirror wall, to be honest. I would definitely probably do the same. Nope. Nope. Well, we may as well just attack here. See what happens. That's right, I'll lock you out of your stuff. You are a machine. Most of the deck seems to be machines. Assume that he is the metamorph. No. Okay. That seems like a trap. No weapon. We're gonna set that down just in case. I don't think that's gonna be a problem. I don't think that's gonna be an issue at all. I don't care about attacking this face down card. I really want this one. There we go. 3 for 3. Smashed it, brah. Sweet. Let's go another one just for shits and giggles. So as you can see there, I've made play mistakes. Still won with this deck. 3 for 3 so far. Maybe this will be the one where I die. Maybe not. But I really think that this is just such a solid deck and that you should definitely try it out if you get to. I'm really enjoying it. So let's see how we go. So our opponent's playing Yugi. We didn't get any turn 1 monsters, technically speaking, but we were Ancient Gear Beast. So the thing to do here is play the extra castle, play the Gear Beast to sacrifice on this castle, and then putting both of those down as well. Empties our hand out, yes. And hopefully we don't get blown out if they're playing Phoenix, which was one thing we're going to have to watch. But I don't think they're playing Phoenix at this point. No, it looks like the same deck that we've been facing the whole time. So, not a problem. Not a problem. That's something we like to see. Soldier, that's 1300, right? Yeah, okay, that's... What are you doing? Okay, yeah. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. You know what? Let's try this. My opponent doesn't have anything on the back row, so. Yeah, nice. Okay, good. They're fine. For now. We'll see how this goes. We have the econ, so we can tap a trapper, something if we need to. Our gear castles keep going up, so that's nice. The fact that he's played this face down means that I should probably go and play the Hound of Doom, as I like to call it. Yes, we'll sacrifice a castle for this one. Tribute! I feel like we should be playing Tribute when that happens. Let's attack the face down with the dodgy because we'll shut down any abilities that will be hit. It's a koala. That didn't matter too much. It's fine. It's pretty important if you'll notice that we've put our opponent on 2300. We haven't dropped them below. I'm pretty sure the ability runs off. Maybe it's neg 1500. That's a good question. What did they start with? Did they start with any special ability? By the way, we're using the PC version, so you can see all of this stuff, which makes me so much happier. No, that's fine. Okay. Another econ if we should need it. This time, 2350. No, that's fine. Just attack with the 2300 then. I feel like we just don't attack with this yet. We kind of just want to kill our opponent in one blow, just to see. Because I have a feeling that it is when you've taken, or when you've got 1500 life left, maybe when you've taken 2k damage, or 1800 maybe. Oh, looks like we might be able to just block it out here. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Smack our opponent in the face when they quit. Well, that's sad. We can't even play out the game. This is the most frustrating thing about Duel. Doesn't take long, but just play your game out. Don't rage quit. Like, at least surrender or something. Or just sit there and just take it. Alright, so there we go. 4 for 4. I think we're doing pretty good. Let's go for one more. We'll go for a 5. See if we can win or lose. You'll be able to see exactly how good this deck is. Because it is that damn good. Crowler! Win and you'll gain a rank. Well, that's lovely. So, we're against Kyber. Ooh. I wonder what our opponent's playing then. Oh, that's not the most fantastic hand in the world. We'll deal with it. Makes me a little bit nervous. Oh, okay, what's that? You get your deck, and if you do, you can add one monster from your deck to your hand, whose attack and defense equals life points. It's a Phoenix deck. Yeah. Alright, so Phoenix decks is just not the easiest things to play against because the Phoenix has like 2400 hit points basically. They can lock down a whole heap of stuff when you really wish that they wouldn't do. They burn your backyard basically. They screw it all up. And we should likely lose here because Phoenix decks are just... I mean, it's funny because a lot of people tell you they're like tier 3 verging tier 2. I actually think they're tier 2 verging very close to a tier 1. Very good deck. Very good. Very expensive too. But that's it. That's pretty much game over. Unless we can find a way to stop it, which we don't really have a way. So That's where you need a little bit of reinforcement. That's why this this here should be changed to something that can actually negate it, like a drain, mana drain or whatever it's called, spell drain. Yeah, look at that, 27k. 2,700 I should say. 2.7k, not 27k. No, you're doing me all the damage. All the damage. Okay, so we got Econ. There is a possibility here that I might be able to actually kill my opponent. I don't think it's likely, but we're going to try it. Let's see what we can do here. It'd be funny if this works. It'd be hell funny. I don't think it will, but... Just a tribute. Yeah, see. Knew it was gonna happen. Nah, nothing. Oh, I could have... I can't believe that I just did that. I could have cancelled the econ and won the game. See, I told you. Sometimes I make mistakes, especially when it's so damn hot in Melbourne. Oh, that's one time that actually would have come in handy. Had I have not sucked badly. Now our opponent wins. So this is what happens. Sacred Phoenix goes bye-bye, Sacred Phoenix is going to come back soon. And then my entire back row gets wiped out. And then you have no Ancient Gear Castles, so you have to be very sparing on those, you have to know when to play them. Which is generally... doesn't matter what you do. Let's put one of those down just in case. Let's go with the Ancient Gear Golem. Now, this time we have to remember, if our opponent econs, we can stop it. We can't kill them now though, so that's really awkward. Okay, econ. Activate. There we go. That's what we should have done last turn, and we would have won. Now, however, at least we have a 3k monster in. So, I don't know. It's a big monster. I'm sure our opponent should have a way to stop us, but we will see. But if not, then we're going to have some fun. I'm going to activate you. Targeting you. Call it fire. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Face down. That's fine. We don't mind that. We don't mind that at all. Ah, contact lens, contact lens. Useful. Okay, good. There we go. We screwed up really badly. We misplayed that terribly. But, there we go. We still won. So that, my friends, is Middle-Aged Mechs. It's a very good deck. It is very fun to play. And it's very quick. And I have lost almost 100% of matches against that prior deck that we just played, the Phoenix deck. So probably to my own bad misplays, but you know what? That's what you get. You've seen the deck, you've seen what I can do. I hope you join me next time, the next time I do one of these, maybe next week. So keep cracking packs. Remember to like, comment and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Comment. This is Chesh. I'm out.